ZR1 for some serious fun. Hello there everyone and welcome to Opafet Gaming. You're listening to the Opafet. We're driving a 2019 Corvette C7 ZR1. We're driving it at the American Clubman Cup 700 on the Autodromo de Interlagos track. I hope I pronounced that right. We're doing 5 laps. We started with a rolling start and we were number 16 of 16 cars. Now, this particular Corvette, what car to drive? Now, I like all Corvettes, but this one here, I've driven it a few times in different races and it is just a dream to drive. You know, as long as you respect the track, you got to slow down for the corners. You can speed up for the straight stretches, but you have to drive according to the track, which the Opafet sometimes forgets, as we will find out later on in the race, I believe. However, for now, the car hugs the road. It just glides around the corners. I'm just amazed by how good it drives. I mean, it's just awesome. Now, I know it's not the real car, which I tell you, I would love to have the opportunity to drive this one for real, but it is just a lot of fun driving it at home in VR. Now, we employ the same strategy. Catch up to the guy in front of you, look for an opportunity to pass, and take it, and get ahead of him, and pick them off one by one. You know, that's the only way you're going to get to the front, because if you don't, I used to be very impatient and I would step on it and I would try to beat everybody in the first lap, which really there's no need for that. You know, you look for your opportunities and they will arise. One is always around the corner. So in the meantime, when you get stuck behind a guy like this, you take your corners the way you're supposed to. Don't try pass him, because if you do, there's a good chance that you will spin out. And as I've said many times before, you spin out, that's not so bad right now because we're only in the second lap. If you're in the last lap and you spin out and 2 or 3 cars pass you, you will not recoup and catch back up and get to the front. It's just not going to happen. So, having said that, if you take the corners the way you're supposed to, pass the cars when you can, it makes the race a lot more enjoyable. You don't have to drive like a maniac on the road. You get to pass the cars one at a time, and it's awesome. You know, you get to enjoy the graphics, the gameplay, the whole thing, everything all total together, full immersion with the headset, inner rig, steering wheel, pedals, and headphones. And it just doesn't get any better. The rumbling of the Corvette sounds just like there's an engine behind you. I was going to say in front of you, but obviously this, I think he has a rear engine. And it is just absolutely music to the ears when you hear that car run. Now we're coming up here, finishing our second lap. And we still have a few more cars to pass, but like I said, we got 3 laps to go. And here, when they move over a little bit, they're giving you an opportunity to pass them. So take it. You know, don't throw away something that they're willing to give you for free, because later on you might not be able to get by. See, like this guy here, you cannot take him on the outside. Now you can't take him on the inside. So you kind of have to stick behind him, go through the corners. But over here, he's going to have to go to one side of the track or the other. One side open for you to shoot by. As you go by, you set your sights on the little red Viper in front of us. So we're coming up here, we're almost halfway through this track, this lap, which means that we're halfway done the race. And we've still got 3 that I can see that we need to get ahead of. So it's going to be a little bit of a battle still. These guys here, like I've mentioned before, when they're in front, there's usually a reason why. They're there because they go a little bit faster and they don't like to be passed by anybody else either. They want to win as much as you do. So we're gonna keep our eye on these two in front of us here, because they're not gonna be here for long. Because we're gonna get by them like right now. There we go. We got one of them. But oh, there you go. Like I said before too, you know, I always forget that once you pass them, they can come back and pass you again. Like that little car in front there. I think he's the lead car, and he thinks he's the lead car, but can he hold on to it? You know, getting the lead is one thing, but holding on to it is a completely different thing. So as we're catching up to him, that will be a third lap finish. 2 laps left to go, and I believe 1 car. Wow, I tell you, this Corvette, it never ceases to amaze me how it just glides through the corners. Just fantastic. But you do have to make sure you pay attention, because sometimes we overshoot corners. And we can do that in the best of vehicles. And it's not the vehicle's fault, it's the operator's fault. It's the guy behind it's the loose nut behind the wheel that just for a second doesn't pay attention, and when that happens, that's it. It's race over. But if we catch it in time, we can save ourselves. So just hang tough and stay with us. Now we're going to come up to the corner here, and this little car is a little Civic with a modified engine in it. And his maneuverability is really good, and he's got great handling. He sticks to the track like crazy, so he's really tough to pass, not so much to catch up to, because once you catch up to him, but once you've caught up to him, it's tough, difficult to pass, because you can't get him on either side, because he is so quick. But that's nothing for the Opel. It doesn't mean we're not going to try, because we still have to get by him if we want to win the race. Win, we must, because that's what we like to do. So we get him. Oh, he's got his window open. Must be a little warm inside there. So we got by. I mean, here we are coming up to our last lap. Our last lap of the 5-lap race. The Corvette ZR1. We are in the lead for now. Because like I said, you get the lead, but can you keep it? So we're just going to take our little Sunday afternoon drive here on the track. Keep our foot to the floor. Enjoy the sunshine. And love listening to the rumble of the engine. We shift up. But then for some reason we forget to turn. We don't pay attention, but we caught it just in time. If something like that happens, let off the throttle, lightly hit the brakes, and turn, and hope you can steer your way out of it. Sometimes you can, like I just did there. So it's a little embarrassing when you're not paying attention. You drive off the track, because something like that should be happening. But then again, I'm not a professional race car driver, and thank God I'm driving at home, not on the track. So that's the good thing about driving in VR at home. Anyhow, this was an absolutely wonderful race to run. We had some good battles, and even lost control of the car a little bit there for a second. I really enjoyed this one. I hope you liked it too, and if you did, give us a thumbs up. Anyhow, hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. You've been racing with the Opel.